Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to another video. Oh, and by the way, today's video is number 300. Well, it would have been 302 if YouTube wouldn't have took off two of my videos. But over the last week and a half, I've been collecting some mail here. Save all this up for an unboxing. So I have an unboxing video for you today. I got World War I and a couple World War II items in here for you. So we'll get started here and see what we got. Okay, now we'll get started with this unboxing here. Let me find my glasses here first. And here's some, whoop, there they are. All right, I got, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages here. Some of them's from the same seller. I guess we'll sort them out here. Yeah. All right, now let's get this first one open. Okay, this first item is a World War I German Imperial photo postcard. It's got 5 Imperial soldiers on it. I'll show you this up close when I open the rest of them. And the next one here. This is also coming from the same seller. I have another German World War I Imperial photo postcard. It's a whole grouping of Imperial soldiers, and on top of it, it'll say Weihnachten 1914. Weihnachten is the German word for Christmas. So this will be Christmas 1914. All right, here's another one here. Here it is. Okay, on this one, I have another pack of World War I German Imperial photo postcards. Just a lot of different single poses, group shots. They're pretty nice. So we'll look at all these together when I get the rest of them open. All right, there's another one. This came from a friend of mine who subscribes to my channel, and he reached out to me and asked me if I wanted some World War I World War I photos. I said, sure, I'll take them. So he was nice enough to send these to me. So Jeff, if you're watching, really appreciate it. Thank you. And here's a note. It says, Ken, here is that World War I photo and some other goodies for you. The coins are from the 1700s to the 1800s. I found detecting in England. Enjoy. So here is some English coins. And then here is some kind of little metal here, like a miniature medal. And then we have some World War II postcards. We've got some World War I. Here's a World War I soldier standing beside a car holding his rifle. And here is a World War I German Imperial photo, postcard type. And here's a U.S. World War II postcard. And it says, how do I look towing in a destroyer? And then here is a U.S. photo of a couple American soldiers. And this one here is a postcard. It's got looks like a U.S. ship and out in the water with the waves crashing up on top of it. And this is it says Vermont in Storm. So it's a USS Vermont destroyer. It's a postcard. And here is, I guess that's a civilian postcard. Then this here is a little booklet. Get the next page open. It says receipt and due book, Knights of Columbus. Always present this book. I guess it's just a little book. It shows what they bought and how much they paid for it. Then the next item this is a U.S. World War II book. Let's see here. It says basic, maple line formulas for Army messes. And that's what came in that grouping. And then, let's see, I'm going to save this one for last because I like that one the best. Oh yeah, forgot about these. Got some, a little grouping, had some German stuff in it. There's a railway color tab. And here is a railway sleeve patch. It would have went on the uniform on the left sleeve. And then I got a German Eastern Front medal, World War II. And then this here is a Luftschutz cuff title. And then we got this here. Now this is a little grouping of a U.S. World War I. We got 2 window banners. This one here says, with the colors of the U.S. Army, YMCA. These were little felt banners that they hung in the windows. And then the next one is a little window banner. It says World War Artillery. Got a little bit of mothing to it, but it's pretty nice. And then I'm going to save this here for last because this is really nice. Then I have this discharge stripe that was cut off a uniform. And then one of his chevrons, he was a corporal. And then an artillery insignia that would have been sewn on the uniform. And now, get a load of this. The sleeve patch from the 1st Infantry Division. This was cut off a uniform also. Now we'll get in here and look at all this stuff up close. All right, we'll get started here with this one. Here's the Weihnachten 1914 card. You see it's got like 16 German soldiers on it. And on the back of it, all right, here's the next one. It's the size of a postcard. It's got the 5 Imperial German soldiers on it. There's no writing on the back, so it's no use to look at the back of it. Now we'll get into the large pack of cards I got. And this one here, you can see the stamp right here, and it's dated 1915. And there's what it says on the back if you can read German. There's the next one. Looks like something there like trenches and bunkers. And then it's got some German writing on it there. And on the back it's got writing on it. There's what it says. There's the next one. It's got some, looks like maybe cavalry. It's got some soldiers on the horses pulling wagons, and they got some troops on the back marching behind them. And on the back of it, dated 1918. There's the next one. Not too much going on in that photo. And there's this one here is dated 1916. Battalion number 116. 1st Company Army. There's the next one. It looks like they're having some lunch with their wives or girlfriends. And on the back of this one, there they are in the trench. There's nothing on the back. There's another one of a single German standing in the trench. Nothing on the back of that one. There's another group shot, Imperial. And there's some writing on the back of that, but it's real faint. Looks like it's dated 1915. There's another group shot. And on the back of this one, there's another group photo. And this one has writing on the back of it. Looks like they're in the trenches on this one. 4 of them. And there's the back of that one. Two soldiers in the trench. Nothing on the back. Another group shot. And that just has something on the back. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody's name. And here's another group shot. Nothing on the back. Another group of buddies there. And that one's got stuff on the back. There's a single pose. And a little bit of writing on the back. Another one here. Nothing on the back. There was a small round photo on a big card. We'll get in there and take a look at him up close. You can see he's got the Iron Cross Second Class ribbon on his tunic. And there's a little bit of writing on the back. It's really faded. And another one here of big group standing on a little walk bridge. Nothing on the back. And another group standing around a table. Probably drinking beer or alcohol. Yeah. And there's the back of that. And then another one here. This one's got the writing on the front. And there's a little bit of writing on the back of this one. They're out in the woods there somewhere. And there's writing on the back of this one. And there's that one. And there's the back of this one. Got the field post stamp, address. And there's the message that he sent. 1916. There's that one. Got some personal writing on top of it. And on the back of it. Bear with me, I only got a couple left. And there they are. And there's an interesting grouping. And there's the back of this one. You see the address there. And the message on the vertical. Last one. Looks like they're in a field hospital here. You can see a couple guys probably recovering. And maybe a couple guys are in there visiting them. And then this one's dated 1915. And there's the message on this one. All right, here's the other grouping that my friend sent me. Here's that little medal. And it's flat on the bottom. All right, here is the basic maple line formulas for Army messes. This is a World War II booklet. And it's making suggestions, and it's got how to make it. And then what it's used for. It's like a little cookbook. That's it for that one. Here is a World War I U.S. Army doughboy with his gun standing beside a car. And then here is 4 GIs from World War I. Nothing on the back. And here is the other Imperial postcard photo. Nothing on the back. And then this is the U.S. World War II postcard. And it's there on the bottom, it says Vermont and Storm. So it's the USS Vermont, probably in the Atlantic. And on the back of it, it just says postcard. And another ship here in the high seas. And just another postcard. And I think this one's just a civilian postcard. All right, here's the little booklet from Knights of Columbus. And it just shows, I guess this is what they bought and what they paid for it. Just got a couple photos or entries like that to it. Got the guy's name at the top, William Norton. And then for those coins, here's the back of this one, or probably the front of it. And the next coin. Got a lot of wear on that one. There's the front of that one. And then one more here. You can see it's bent. And the other side. All right, here's the Eastern Front medal. And the back of it. Nice original ribbon. And the next is the railway color tab. And here's a railway sleeve patch from Kiel. And you see the nice embroidery on that. And then I got this. Let's start over here. Dig it this way. It's a loose Schultz sleeve, or a cuff title, I mean. Now on the back of it, turn it around. And then on this side, you see it's got the manufacturer initials there. And now for the window banner. It says World War. Got the eagle on it. And then this here is the Sun and Service flag. 1 star means they have 1 person serving in the military in that household. You see the artillery insignia. And then down at the bottom it says artillery. And the only thing about this one is somebody had bent it and it broke that right there. But it's still got the loop there in the back of it. Got a couple little moth nips in it. And for the other window banner, this one's in excellent condition with the colors of the U.S. Army. A YMCA. Back of that one. That's almost mint condition. And then here is the artillery patch that went on the uniform. The discharge stripe that was cut off a uniform. And then his corporal chevron. Back up. Now I'll show you this here. One of the nicest patches I've ever seen. Yep, take a look at this patch now. The big red one. In the back of it. The uniform. You see, still got the original thread that was sewn on it, on the uniform. That's a beautiful patch there. All right, that's it. Hope you liked the video. If you did like it, please hit the like button, ring that notification bell, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good week.